Welcome to part 2 of awesome historic photos from the Carbon County Museum. If you didn't watch part 1, the link is in the description below. The museum has also launched a portion of its collection online. The link for that is in the description as well. Browse what we have and see what stories you can find on the history of Carbon County. Give this video a like and a comment. Also subscribe to our channel for more Carbon County stories. Without further ado, let's jump into the photos. Our first one embodies Wyoming at large. It is of Pete Olson Jr. from 1928 on their ranch near Rollins. If you look closely, all of the horse's feet are off the ground, but Olson seems unfazed by the bucking bronco. Our next photo takes us to this race car. It is our Hudson Essex race car. This photo was taken from around the time Walter Lambertson raced it in 1922 across the open Wyoming roadways from Rock Springs to Pinedale. During the race, Lambertson was able to push his car to 100 miles per hour. The original car is still on display at the museum and commemorates this historic event. Our next photo is of legendary Sheriff Ruby Rivera, handcuffed to outlaw Bill Carlisle. Carlisle had been arrested for a connection to a train robbery by Rivera. Carlisle is believed to be one of the last great train robbers. By the time of his arrest, railroad companies were far more sophisticated and far more secure and ready for these types of attacks. The photo itself was taken in front of the Carbon County Courthouse after his capture. Rivera is one of the greatest sheriffs in Carbon County. If you want to learn more about the exploits of Sheriff Ruby Rivera, come check out our law enforcement and justice in Carbon County here at the museum. The next one is called The Last Trip of the Rocky Mountain Pullman. In the early 1900s, stagecoaches were becoming a thing of the past as the railroads began snaking their way across the country. Additionally, cars were becoming more and more popular as well. The Rocky Mountain Pullman would make frequent trips throughout Carbon County, transporting passengers and cargo to the various towns and cities throughout the high desert. The last trip was a somber trip. At the time of the photo, the photographer attempted to lighten the mood. However, the driver replied, "Hell boy, this is a funeral." Our last photo takes us back roughly 10,000 years. This is of the Carbon County Mammoth. The mammoth itself was found in 1960 by a UP dragline operator south of Rollins. There are various theories as to how the prehistoric beast got there, but it is believed that it is from a mud or sinkhole. One of the other prevailing theories states that it was a prehistoric butcher site. However, the University of Wyoming feels that it is unlikely because it only meets a few of the criteria for one of these such sites. Currently, the skull and other parts of the creature's skeleton are on display at the University of Wyoming's Geology Museum. Again, the link to our digital collection is below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next video from the Carbon County Museum.